All right, we're going to graph these just like we did our equalities, right? So if I wanted to graph y equals negative 3x minus 3, how would I do that? What's my starting point? Anybody, somebody, one buddy. Where's my starting point? Tony.
-3.
Perfect. Right? That -3, right?
Yeah, the last one.
Perfect. That's my starting point, and it's at -3. Space these out a little better. So this is my starting point. And then my slope is rise over run, right? Now in this case it's a negative rise, which means I'm going down, right? So down 3, 1, 2, 3, and right 1, 1. Okay? And that's my line. Okay? Now, if I want to make it greater than or equal to, look at this. Right? Here's the thing. Because it's equal, it's a solid line. Right? And then greater than, well, what's greater than this line? Everything above it, right? Everything above it. And that's what I do. I just shade up. If it's greater than, I shade up. If it's less than, I shade down. It's really easy. Greater than equal to is a line that I shade up on. Right? Less than or equal to is a line that I shade down on. Okay? Greater than is a dotted line that I shade up on. And less than is a dotted line that I shade down on. Does that make sense? Real simple. Okay? Just treat it like it's an equal sign and you're okay. Get your line in there, and if it's dotted, make the line dotted. If it's not dotted, then you shade up or down. And that's it. As long as it's in this y equals form, we're solid. Okay? Solid as a rock. Right? So, now I've got to graph this one though, right? Y equals 0. Right? Oh. Holy, what did I do wrong? Holy cats, what's that say? That's less than, right? That's not this one. That's greater than equal to. I looked at the wrong sign. I am sick today, so bear with me. So unfortunately, this is all wrong. Right? Because this is telling me that I'm not equal to at all. That I'm less than. So I'm not even equal to. So, hey, I have this solid line. What do I do? What do I do? Make it dotted. And that's why I gave you those erasable pins, right? So if you make a mistake, you can erase your mistake. If you drew a line, you can erase the dots. So now it's dotted. Okay? And then it's less than, so it's downward, right? Easy. Easy fix. No problem. We got this. Okay? So we got to make sure we're following the right one, that this one's going to there, right? And then I'm looking at y equals 0. Alright, just that it equals, and then I'll change the sign. I just want to think of it as equals first. Okay? Just like I did here. I was thinking it of as y equals negative 3x minus 3. And then I started thinking about whether it was less than or equal to. Okay? So what is y equals 0? Y equals 0. Well, y equals any number. Do you remember the face? Right? The face. This is a negative slope, positive slope. You remember the no solution slope? Where's the no solution go? On the nose, right? No solution. There's no solution here. So there's no slope. And that's that nose ring one, right? When x equals. So the tongue looks like a, he's sticking his tongue out, it looks like a 0, right? That's when the equals 0, when y equals 0, when there's a 0 slope, not when y equals 0, when y equals a number, right? When y equals a number, right? But this is when there's a 0 slope. It looks like the mouth is a 0 slope. Or y equals a number. In this case, y equals 0. So where is 0? Oh, it's right here, right? And this would be y equals 0. Does that make sense? That would be y equals 0. But what would be y is greater than or equal to 0? Oops, that's less than. God, I'm just really bad today. What is y is greater than or equal to? Well, that's a solid line, right? And then I would be like greater than. Right? So we have this line, this dotted line going on forever, right? And this is purple down here. So what does this mean? What do these lines even mean? Right? The shaded part. So this is all purple right here, right? This is all red right here. This is nothing. But in here, this is purple and red. Now, if I would have used red and blue, this would be purple. But I wasn't that smart. Maybe next time, right? So let's just say that red and purple together make black. So all there, that's where it's all shaded black, right? What does that mean, though? Anyone have a guess? What does this mean where these two intersect right here? What's that mean? It's a solution for both equations, right? When they intersect, it's a solution for both equations. This is all the solutions for both equations, right? This is the solutions for the red equation. Or, sorry, for the purple. Okay? This is for the red. I really messed up on my coloring scheme, didn't I? I should have had this is purple. Right? And then this is red. And then that would make more sense. This is red, right? And then this purple dotted is all this. This is all the solutions for this line. This is all the solutions for this line, right? But this is all the solutions for both lines. And this is what? None. These won't solve for either equations. Anything in here won't work for either equation. So this is what I like to do. Choose one from this one or choose one from this one and see if it works or if it doesn't work, vice versa. I like to choose 0 a lot because usually it's not on the line, but in this case it is. So if I chose 1, -1, right? So 1, -1. So in other words, I plug in 1 for x and -1 for y. It shouldn't work. So 1 for x and -1 for y is -3 minus 3 is -6. Is that greater than -1? -6 greater than -1? No. Right? -6 is smaller than -1. Plug in -1 for y. Is -1 greater than 0? No. It doesn't work. That tells me that I'm on a good track. It tells me I'm doing pretty good. I usually like to just use this point right here, 0, 0. Because why? Because it's 0. Like it's plugging zeros. It's easy, right? So, but when it includes one of the answers, I can't. Okay? Does that make sense? A little bit? So far,